What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Citizen Sleeper 2. In the last episode, we were stranded on Darkside thanks to our maybe friend, maybe foe, Marco, one of Seraphin's quote-unquote old drinking buddies. Now I have Eugene as my partner in crime here, as he has been, and now we just gotta find supplies. Thankfully, I saved some rolls for this exact purpose. So we shall take what we can get here. Okay. Nice. You've taken all you can. Pushing it any further would be too great a risk. So we got 2 more days worth out here. Not even. I have like 1 more day. This is pretty linear. I feel like the game is doing a good job at like allowing us to live here. All right, end the day. Here we go. It's got to give us good rolls or we're going to be totally fucked. All right, we'll take it. You wake in the cold of the abandoned unit to an unsettling quiet. The air cyclers whine, the heat diffusers hum, but nothing around you breathes. You are alone. You slowly raise yourself, unclip the straps from the bunk, and allow yourself to drift up into the air. Silence. And then, in that silence, you hear something, a scrape or scuff. It draws your eyes to the unit's doorway where a shape is settled in the dark. I knew you couldn't have gone far. And Kita shifts to fill the doorway. Oh shit, rush her? That's a bad idea. Just calm yourself. Ankita holds up both hands. Let's not cause too much damage. She's a character from the first game also, right? I think she is. In that case, it makes me think that she's not that bad. She raises an eyebrow. May I come in? She drifts through the doorway. We don't need any extra attention right now. Back off. Look, just shut up and listen. Ankita drops her voice. I'm risking everything by coming up here, she hisses, so don't make this any harder than it is. What you need to know is this. I'm on your side. I want Darkside free just like you, and I hate Lane just as much as you do. Ankita sighs. I just have different methods, that's all. She raises an eyebrow. You might say better methods, given how well your visit has gone. Why should I trust you? I'm the only person who can get you off Darkside, so you better listen closely. Ankita hisses. It's taken me more cycles than you would believe to get this deep into Utsubo, and I'm not about to give it up for one escapee. But then, Lane doesn't usually run all across the belt chasing a lone escapee, even a sleeper. Ankita drifts a little closer, overshadowing you. So you need to tell me now. What does Lane want with you? Why are you so important to him? I don't remember. Ankita raises an eyebrow. Please tell me you're joking. What you don't understand, Sleeper, is that I've been trying to keep you safe since I saw you arrive, but your friend hasn't made it easy. Getting himself caught by Utsubo is bad enough, but then blabbing about you being here? She sighs. I can only protect you so much. He's not my friend anymore. I doubt he cares. He's Oren's prize. He's done. Either way, you're lucky now you aren't in the same position, and you have me to thank for that. So I'll ask again. Ankita meets your eye. Why is Lane pursuing you? Explain that your frame is changing. Ankita looks away in thought as you explain. She waits for you to finish. None of it makes any sense, but there's no way I'm letting Lane get his prize, not until we understand more. She gives you a hard look. I can get you out, but I need a couple cycles, and I need you to do something for me. You need to take this with you, off station. She produces a thumbnail drive and holds it up. This is everything I've managed to escape from within Utsubo. The key to challenging Lane is on here, I know it. Take it to Oliveira. It's tucked away in a crater in the shoals, that massive debris field beyond the hollow. She meets her eye. You give it to Carmen, no one else. Ankita presses the drive into your palm and closes your hand around it. No one but Carmen, you understand? Lane's rise has been cruel. He's spilt too much blood. When I'm ready, I will make him pay for that. But Carmen needs to analyze what I've got on him to find the right place and moment to strike. Ankita meets her eye. I knew a sleeper once. I knew it! And I should have trusted them. She lets go of your hand. So now, I'm trusting you. I'll get you out, and you deliver. That's the deal. Ankita cracks her knuckles. Then together, we can... Ankita spins sideways, slamming into the wall of the unit with a grunt. A few small globes of red liquid glitter in the air. Run, Sleeper! Eugene flexes the fist he just hit Ankita with. I got her. A shrill whine draws both you and Eugene's attention to Ankita. She's holding a boxy pistol at her waist. his side blinking with the pale indicator light. You haven't gotten shit. Akita reaches up and wipes a little blood off her temple, her eyes not leaving Eugene. One hell of a way to join a conversation, she winces, especially when I came to save you clowns. Eugene looks at you questioningly, his guard still up. Back down, Eugene. Eugene sighs. What are you getting us into now? I have to go, Sleeper. She glances between the two of you. You explain this whole thing to your friend if you want, but I won't be here when you do. 2 cycles. Be ready to leave. She backs out of the unit. When Lane comes back, you go out. Neither of us wants him to win here. And a piece of advice. Forget Marco. Keep your head down and wait for me. She raises a finger. You need supplies? Steal them and flick a row. Otherwise, keep to yourself. Akita gives you a hard look and slips out of the unit. Okay. It's dangerous, but searching the rise for a trace of Marco or Utsubo activity might help you find his trail. The Utsubo comms network has to have some record or mention of Marco. If you can find it, you can find where they've taken him. Do I even want to do that? I really don't actually trust this motherfucker. But I also have good rolls, so let's see what happens, I think. So let's just have Eugene go for it. Okay, he has a little bit of stress on him, that's okay. Punching up to a 5. I'm gonna get it in one day. That's so funny. Marco seems to have been moved to a new location. Though you have no specific memory of it, there's something unpleasantly familiar about the place you found yourself in. Amongst the many, many stack units of the Rise, framed by scaffolding and stretching away from Darkseid's reflectors in a way that is only possible in 0G, you found yourself in a cold corner. Here, a locked door is marked with Utsubo's sigil, a single eel curled back on itself, its mouth around its own tail. This is the kind of door behind which Utsubo keeps its secrets, its assets like you and Seraphin were, like Marco is now. It's a door you've been watching, which is why you knew there should be an enforcer lazily leaned beside it, and which is why you know you only have moments before they come back. Break the lock. Okay, we passed it. You slip a shipbreaker's chisel from your belt pack and jam it into the lock, glancing over your shoulder as you try to force the mechanism. The tool bends and flexes. You force it sideways and hear a crack as the bolt shears off inside the mechanism. You wrench the door open. You're in. A dim corridor stretches out ahead of you, aligned with doors on either side. The memory hits you almost immediately. Long cycles between jobs in a cell like this, awaiting Lane's arrival. Kept safe. A lie that you believed when you were first brought to a place like this. Most of the cells are dark, empty, but a warm glow spills from around one of the doors. You quickly approach and look in. Marco is tucked into an inset berth, a padded niche like those in any unit. His back is turned to the small window in the door. You slam the exterior lock release without thinking. Marco turning over to face the door as it hisses open. Sleeper? He freezes for a moment, unsure of your intentions. He raises a hand as to protect himself, to put something between you and him. You betrayed us. Marco frowns, his arm still up. I didn't have a choice, Sleeper. He frowns. Why did you come here? To accuse me? You laugh. Marco pushes himself up, out of the berth. Let's not do this here. You came for me? Let's go. He glances desperately at the door behind you. You back out of into the passageway, and Marco follows, slowly, tentatively. Time to leave. Lucky me. Daichi floats in the corner, a knife glinting in his hand. I came to squeeze a little more information from Oren's prize here. He points the long knife at Marco, but it looks like I just got everything I need. He closes the gap, raising the knife. Now, stay still. I prefer to deliver you to Lane in one piece. Alright, well, we gotta run. Yes. The knife cuts deep as you spin onto it, but you do not stop. You kick hard for the doorway, for the passageway, the lights washing over you in pulses as you do. Moments later, Marco and you are streaking through the passages of the Rise in a haze, the pain fading, but the fear holding strong, desperate to leave this place once and for all. We did it. Refused to leave Marco on Darkseid. Well, I don't know if that's actually what happened, but, you know, It is what it is. Okay, what I'm worried about now is not having enough supplies to sustain us for the next day or two. But I guess them's the breaks, huh? Alright. Okay, we got a cracked dice. That's okay. You waken the bare unit, cloaked in the endless shadow of Darkside. Outside the window, the lights of the city glitter, but you do not see them. Your attention is, instead, on the tugging thread in your mind. Lane, drawing ever closer. You shiver. One more cycle, then you're out. Can I get more supplies, please? I can't get supplies? Why? Okay, if you're forcing me to do this, I need to be able to get supplies. I'm here for more days now than I was supposed to be. How am I supposed to not die here? Unless it's naturally, like, fine. Unless they're gonna just let it happen. Because we're gonna incur a glitch here, and we have no choice in that. There was no way we could have done that on our original supplies. I have nothing to spend my dice on at all. It just feels weird. Like we can't take anything. Am I crazy? I'm not blind, right? It's not gonna be here. I'm gonna just do something really quick, just in case this is a like an actual glitch, because we've had a couple of weird glitches before. I don't think that's what's happening here, but just in case. Okay, no new thing. This is done. And yeah, there's nothing to do here. Alright, I mean, yeah. Despite how good of a roll we've gotten, we really can't do anything about it. Let's leave. Oh, not leave. Let's end the day. I hope I don't die. I hope I don't get another glitch dice, because I really can't afford it. Make it through Darkside Recon without getting caught. Marco rises from his berth quietly. You haven't really spoken. The two of you kept busy by your own injuries and the constant fear that Daichi will find you. But so far, he hasn't. And if Ankita is to be trusted, this is your final cycle on Darkside. You wait in silence, no one eager to speak. A deep fatigue has set in, and in this moment, all anyone can do is wait for this excursion to be over. She's here. Marco nods at the doorway where a silhouetted figure waits. Ankita looks at Marco and then at you, a raised eyebrow the only acknowledgement that you went against her advice. Lane is back on Darkside. We have to go now. Ankita looks tired, angry. We won't have another chance. Come with me, quickly, quietly. She turns and pushes out into the corridor. Eugene gives a look. It's about time. Ankita leads you across Darkside, not stopping to look back. The lights and passages flash by, but you barely notice them. All eyes are fixed ahead on the way out. At some distant part of the station, Ankita stops at a docking bridge, a small freighter visible through the viewing windows. She slaps the door release and it slides open. She grabs your shoulder, looking into your eyes. Lane's focus will be on Darkside now. He needs to stop the infighting to shore up Utsubo. If you get out now, he will not follow. Remember, Ankita hisses the instructions to you. Get that drive to Oliveira. Give it to Carmen. No one else, no matter what they say. Thank you. Ankita simply nods, and then she's gone, disappearing into the endless winding passages of Darkside. You drift gingerly down the docking tunnel, which leads into the cold and sparse cargo bay of the ship. Once you're inside, there's a hiss, and the doors scissor shut. For a moment, you panic, seeing no exit, no other doors, just a metal-walled bay. Is this a trap? But the engines... Ooh, this is cool. But the engines rumble to life, and you give in to your exhaustion. If Ankita has tricked you, at least you're leaving this place behind. And then you feel it, cold fingers reaching into your mind. You're so close. Lane's voice in your ear. You're here. A rustling, a shifting. I can't quite place you. Can't quite put my finger on you, Sleeper. But I know you're there. What were you doing here? Hoping to confront me, perhaps? Or something else? A hiss. Right here, you coward. Come and find me. I'll admit, I'm not quite ready for you, Sleeper. A flicker and a spasm. But so soon this will all be over. A tone begins, shrill and inescapable. Let me show you. The tone rises. Lane is in the bay of the freighter, the pull of constant acceleration a comforting pressure against his chest. Lane looks around the bay, taking it in No! No, 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 no. He can inhabit our body? Lane looks around the bay, taking it in slowly. He inhales the stale air deeply. Lane feels power, feels pride. The sense of control over another excites him. This is his desire. Lane lifts his right hand and turns it in the air, flexing his fingers in a satisfying wave. Oh yeah, something flickers at the corner of your vision for a moment and you strain to turn Lane's head. It does not turn, but you swear you see a figure there, in the bay with you. It opens its mouth as if to speak, as if to scream, and then it is gone. A smile grows on Lane's face, a spreading tightness that has its own impulse. He raises one hand and uses it to grip the smallest finger of the other. A pause, and then a sudden jerk. Lane snaps the finger back against the joint. His pain is instant, as is yours. It burns your vision away. When the white-hot blindness has faded, you look out on those same metal walls. You hold the same finger in your hand, and as you release it, you see the crooked shape it has been bent into. A shiver runs through you, and you reach back into your own mind to see if any trace, any fragment of Lane remains there. You put your hands on your face and push, as if to push him from your head. The ship continues out on its starward arc, away from Darkseid, away from Lane, but you can't help but feel that some part of him is still there, behind your eyes, concealed beneath the pain of that snapped finger. Uh-oh, I saw that glitch. It takes a long time before you're ready to discuss everything. First, there was the journey to the yard, then disembarking from the freighter, then explaining to the waiting crew why their ship was impounded, something Marco offered 1,000 apologies for. Thankfully, the crew of the ship that brought you out of Darkseid, sent by Ankita, took the others aside and settled them. Through the promise of remuneration or the threat of violence, you aren't sure, but you expect they will leave together for Darkseid soon. You do your best to explain your encounter with Ankita to your crew, but the mention of her name sets off a significant reaction in Bliss. It seems the two have history, a relationship that fell apart. Bliss removes themselves from the conversations, and later on you find them in the berth staring at the wall. The whole time, you feel yourself in a daze. Your skin hurts, and your muscles tremble. You don't feel yourself. You rest a while, and as you do, conversations echo around you, until you find yourself able to rise. Sleeper, Marco comes to you in the quiet of the rig. Can we speak a moment? I've got nothing to say. But I do, Sleeper. He looks down. I know I almost cost you everything, but you have to understand something. When they caught me, I was looking for someone important to me. That was why I wanted to come with you. I just wanted to get a message to him and to know he was all right. He screws up his face, each word bringing him pain, and I admit, I thought I might be able to bargain on his behalf to get us both out. Bargain using my life? Marco can't bring himself to confirm it, but you know it to be true. All I can say is I'm sorry. Look, you can use the yard when you get back to Scatter Yards. There are some components in there. Take what you want. Marco sniffs. I'm going to stay here a while. He does not meet your eye. He simply turns away and drifts down the corridor. As he does, Seraphim passes him by, receiving no acknowledgement. Whoa. Seraphim gives you a questioning look as Marco leaves. What happened out there, Sleeper? He floats there, stretching his scarred arm. The protective sleeve he's been wearing since the far spindle finally removed. Marco betrayed us. Seraphim shakes his head. What do you mean? He told Utsubo where to find me. No, Seraphim frowns. That can't be. He pauses. It's not that I don't believe you, but Marco hates Utsubo. Seraphim sighs. He's come through for me so many times. I've never thought... I'll talk to him. Seraphim nods, a grim look on his face. I'll get the full story. Seraphim looks down. I'm sorry I wasn't there, Sleeper. I should never have let Marco go instead of me. I knew this would happen. Seraphim looks away. I'm sorry I didn't listen then, but this was our chance. He looks up. Tell me it was worth it, Sleeper, that you got something on Utsubo. You explain about the meeting you witnessed, the conflict between Orin and Daiichi, and Ankita's intervention. Explaining Ankita takes a little more effort, but you try to remember everything that happened. You explain Ankita's insistence that she was working against Darkseid, and how she got you off the station. You explain that Utsubo itself is coming apart with Lane absent, and that this will draw his focus away from the two of you. Seraphim waits until you've finished to respond. So, this Ankita got herself inside Utsubo. He raises an eyebrow. Just to try to break their grip on Darkseid? He whistles. Takes some balls. You explain the drive, mention Oliveira, Carmen, and then hold up the thumbnail drive, the one that Ankita entrusted to you. Oliveira. He screws up his face. I've heard of it, maybe once or twice. I just assumed it was some backwater colony. He sighs. Never met a Carmen, though. What's on that thing? Seraphim nods at the thumbnail drive. Ankita didn't say. I don't get it. Seraphim raises an eyebrow. We just deliver this little mystery drive and that's all? He looks away deep in thought. Is that what you want to do next? Oliveira. You've never even heard of it, but it seems like the place to go if you want to help Ankita fight back against Lane. You look at the drive, and as you do, you can't help but feel you're being used, not for the first time. One thing I will say, Seraphim begins, clearly thinking out loud. If you want to head back to Darkseid, take on Lane, we're going to need to do so on our ship this time. Some crews get spoofed transponders, send out a signal matching another ship. He shrugs. Not going to get one fitted here, but that's something we need to look out for. Sure, you think. Go back to Darkseid where Lane waits. A shudder of fear runs through you, thinking of the moment he slipped into your mind on the freighter. If you ever go back there, you need something to counteract him. But you also recall Overseer's presence in that moment too, his strange form holding its shape as Lane tried to override your control. Perhaps Overseer has a way for you to resist his signal. Your mind whirls with possibilities and problems. Is this really the right move? To go back to the place that almost killed you twice? To take Lane on? Seraphim looks at you expectantly. What are you thinking, Sleeper? What if we leave the system? Seraphim pauses. You want to run? He looks down. I know that the past cycles must have been hard, that I wasn't there, but leave Helion? I don't know if I could do that, Sleeper. Tala is here, and as Seraphim trails off, you think of what it might feel like to leave this place behind, to throw away responsibility, to forget Lane, and to set out towards something new. The thought alone lifts you, freezes you in place with closed eyes and shaking hands. I know it's different for you, Sleeper. If you could find a way to make the rig fit for interstellar travel, a fraction drive, better hull, a crew, and a pilot willing to go, then who am I to stop you? He looks at you with a pained expression. It's not what I want, but you don't owe me anything. It's your future. Look, Sleeper. Seraphim places a hand on your shoulder. We aren't done yet. Either way, we need to prepare. We need work. We need a crew. Seraphim starts counting off on his fingers. And we need you strong. Speaking of, Seraphim takes out a box of components. I kept myself busy these past cycles working in the fabricator bays on the scatter yards. I figured you could use some spares. So first, Seraphim takes a calming breath. We rest. Okay, I'm starving, but I'm okay. I have glitch up to the asshole, but I think that's temporary glitch. So first of all, yes, thank God. Okay, we eat. Let's make sure also that the cat is fed. Maybe we got to do that. Okay, hold on. Let's also fix our dice. Cool, we're back in. So only one more in like a danger zone territory. That's good. Stress is down. We're good on cryo actually right now. We're doing okay. And now I want to fill fuel and I want to fill supplies. And then I'm gonna actually just use one of the supplies already to feed the stray. And that's fine for now. And then, oh, and we have points. Do we just get engage up? I think we do that, right? Because that's so helpful. Confirm that. So now we could double damage it. We could go for a double upgrade, which would also be nice. But maybe now we start getting to the point where we can use the push ability. I don't know. I don't really even feel like that's super necessary. So we have some scrap components. We have some raw scrap. We still have a lot of rare components. We're doing okay. Like, we actually are doing okay. Glitch, though, I feel a little bit worried about that. What is that going to mean for us? We're just going to have a whole day of glitch dice, potentially. We do not have anything I can really use these things on, I don't think. Marco's yard? Oh, no, never mind. Marco said you were free to take the components he had, but his yard is an absolute mess. Where to even start? Okay, so let's, Marco's stock. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Let's drain him out. What an asshole. I'm glad that I'm able to reap some form of benefit from him, but damn, was that not... Search failed. Okay. We should probably just leave. I don't need to clear it out, I don't think. Especially because it was just really scrap stuff. Alright, so where would we be heading next? So Greenbelt is a place we could go. Get back to Darkside. Go to the Hollow, which is down here. Junie's bunker is on the Solheim thing in Helion Gate. And then Oliveira is here. Holy hell. But we have a need for the Hollow. So we could do that. Or maybe do we just go straight to Oliveira and then do piecemeal on our way back? Because we definitely want to get to at least Helion Gate, right? Oh, no, not Helion Gate. Holmes Rock. That's where we got to go for the other thing, for the Solheim data thing. I'm curious to know what that's going to lead us to, but all right. Well, I think I'm going to call it, right? How are we doing? Yeah, I think we're going to call it on this episode. We have definitely a journey ahead of us and a lot of glitches to expend, but hopefully we'll be okay. Not seemingly no permanent damage, which is all I was really worried about. Yeah, that would be great if that was still the case as we go through this further. Otherwise, we're doing okay. I'm excited about what comes up in the future. I want to see Oliveira. I'm excited to see these new locations. And I'm excited for you to come along with me. Please subscribe if you want to see those things. Like the video if you like this episode. And we'll see you in the next one.